Hello, dear friends. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are hearing us from. From this channel, we are giving you updates from Prime Minister. He's sharing some development, good news, smiles on his face while he share what the achievement so far. He said he was almost having headache, thinking there won't be headways, but then the news he got, which he's about to share with you, is making him to ease off, and Biafra is coming. I just wanted to link up to him and follow up while we drop the video. Please stay.
Fellow Biafrans, good morning, depending on where you are watching from and joining us from today. I welcome you all to the presentation, to the final presentation of the Biafra Republic government, both in the homeland and in exile, of our GRA Ebube. Final presentation today by the Biafra business team. And headed by Brgie, and then of course with the our building and infrastructural department headed by Ebenezer, the urban development department in collaboration with the new mandate. Welcome everyone to this presentation this evening, and I want to thank the business team for the success recorded so far. This evening I'll be very happy with all the headache, but with the news I'm hearing and the news I'm getting, the headache is going away. So I want to thank you for this good news that is coming, and I want to encourage all of you to keep it up. This is just the beginning, and by the time things start happening, God will know how serious we are. So I want to thank you all and encourage you to stay very strong, continue the way you have continued up to this point. So I'm handing over this particular presentation today to the group that is involved and the concerned group, business team and the urban development department. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Api and my Papa. We bless you. Thank you so much for the introduction. So we're going to kick off this evening with the urban development team. They will give you, again, just a quick summary of what Ebube is going to be once we have Biafra. So essentially, the bulk of today is to encourage every one of you to invest in the land of your birth. We're talking about Biafra. This is the reality. We want you all to support us. We want you all to buy something. When you invest in Biafra, it's a hope to everybody that we're nearly there. So I'm going to invite Reverend the urban development team to please kick off and do their bit. Then we can talk specifically about the properties. Is Reverend Anene ready? Reverend, are you ready? Yes. Please take the mic. Mute yourself, please.
I believe you all have
mute yourself, please.
I believe you all have co-hosts, the technical team. So you can mute and unmute at impulse. COS, please co-host Reverend Ebenezer. So you can mute and unmute at impulse.
Yeah.
Madam Bridget, who else is in the team so that we co-host all of them so they can mute and unmute at impulse and do what they have to do? We can't hear you.
All right, so Jenny is the team. So Jenny will be making a presentation.
COS, please co-host Jenny.
Okay. I don't know what this is.
Who else?
So there's Jenny. Sorry, I was just struggling. So there's Benny. There's Benny. There's also Bridget.
Can they
And
please
then
raise
there are
their
other
hands?
teams.
Can they please raise their hands so that our COS can
All right. Can you all raise your hands, please, so that you know who you are? And then Dr. Ngozi is also a member, please.
Reverend, you can unmute yourself. You're the co-host right now. Your mic is muted. Go ahead and unmute yourself.
All right, Reverend, unmute with the command. Unmute with the command on the screen.
Okay. Thank you so much.
All right.
I appreciate all of you here today. It's going to be a very quick presentation. We are here, the urban development or urban continuous development, because we are there for the whole country. Set a standard, establish a standard, establish a contingency, establish a way that everyone will be uniform in all they have. So if you buy in, you will buy because we are different from other nations within the country. So I'm going to show you what we have in our concept for Ibubago, so you know what you buy in or what will be engaged in. I hope our screen can help. Okay. Open up the screen, please, so that I'll be able to show this.
Open.
Okay. Okay, this is what we have. This is a sample of what we'll be doing in Ibubago, and it's called
Ebube, not Ebubago.
Ebube, sorry. that was my mistake. Ebube the community is Rema community, and we will use that as an example for what we'll be doing. Ebube will be one of the greatest cities in Africa. I guarantee you that. Look at this, what we have in residential development.
Hold on, Reverend. We can't see the screen. Who is to display the screen? We can't see the screen. We can't see the screen. It's not shared. So check who is supposed to share the screen.
Okay. Right, let me go back. Okay. Okay, let me try one more time because the screen seems to be showing open here. You see it now?
Hold on. Dr. Ngozi, please co-host Ebenezer, and then that's why his screen is not coming. Co-host him, please. Dr. Ngozi, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. He's a co-host.
Can you see?
He's not showing as a co-host here. I can't see him as a co-host. All right now. Okay, you can share it now. You're now.
Okay, you can see it. Okay, Rema community is going to be one of the new development for.
Try to share it again. It's not coming out. Try to share it. It's not coming out.
Can you see the Rema community?
No.
Yeah, let me back up. Back up again.
Click on share screen on the Zoom. Then you project your screen of your laptop.
Or can you send it to any of the personnel?
Okay, share screen. It says okay, host only. Yes. You see now?
It's coming out. It's coming out.
It's gone again.
As a co-host, your screen should be shared.
Come on, and it went over again. I don't know.
Okay, let me try one more time.
And someone who is not in your team tried to share a
Not picking up.
screen, so I blocked the person. Someone who is not in your team tried to share a screen and I blocked the person. So please,
Who's
you
that?
try to share it.
Nadia, are you trying to share something?
Oh, I'm not sure.
It's only co-host that can share a screen. If you're not a
Wow.
co-host, you can't share a screen. So, Reverend, try again. Okay, it's coming. It's coming. All right.
It's there.
Okay. Okay, one more time. Okay, can you see it now?
Yeah, minimize the other tabs that are open. Yeah, minimize those ones so the other one can be enlarged.
Okay, I'm trying to.
Now use the minus sign. The minus sign to minimize.
Find minus.
The minus. The one to the left.
Wrong.
Up there, up.
One to the up.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Is it better now?
Yeah.
Okay. This is what we have. Residential development, single family, multifamily, recreational facilities, and sewer system, which we don't have in the upper land as we speak. We have energy and power stations. We're going to talk about this very briefly. So I want us to see what we're going to be doing, who will be involved in this. These are for communities, commercial and educational and industrial. All this will be part of our community. It's going to be one of the best. This is what you see. Some of the properties that has been will be divided up once we start Biafra. We're going to pick up some properties of this nature, develop the areas, divide the land, and people will buy the properties for their homes. And then we'll move forward to the other things. Have homes that one can buy and build. You have the opportunity to look at some of these homes. Bedroom, 3-bedroom houses. They are typical. You don't have to buy this, but you will have an opportunity to have a property to build similar building. It will be a standard for everyone to build. I hope I'm not talking too loud. So
Okay.
now on this is a typical street in Ebube. Typical street in Ebube that when once it's developed, you will not have dust in the city. We have grass, concrete, and asphalt or tile floors. And homes will be beautiful all year round. Now, these are communities, apartment complexes, multi-family type 1. You could buy any one of these units. These are the design of each unit. Unit A, 1 bedroom. Unit B, 1 bedroom. Unit C, Unit C, 1 bedroom. Unit CB, C2, 1 bedroom. We have 2 bedrooms. You could add that to it, 3-bedroom homes, apartment complexes, and that's for those that want to buy. It is good to buy. Look at a typical master plan of an apartment complex. Gated apartment complex. No one can just come in there and do whatever they want. You have a ticket or you have a number, you go in, you push your number, you drive in and you park inside. There will be no stealing of vehicles because we have, over here, you have a police or security guard to make sure that the right people get into the property. Some apartment units with different housing plans, unit A, B, C, D, E, and on. This is a master plan of also an area with a swimming area where people can sit and enjoy themselves. Other master plan showing new different types of apartment complexes. We have several of them, but we're just showing you just two of them. Okay, having seen this, I want us to go to other things that will help us understand what we do as Ebube city. 1 minute, I'll pull it up in a minute. Okay. Over here, you have other programs. This is considered, if I could get to it. This is master plan. I hope you can see that. Master plan that indicates different types of master plans for areas. Master plan, plan committee 1. You see this? Master plan 2. Master plan 3 and 4. Master plan 5. One can take one of these and develop an area. And that's what we're going to be doing in Ebubago and other parts of the country. Some states I purchased this. Okay, I'm going to let 2 of my guys look at some of these things and describe them. The energy and agriculture that we will give to them for Ebube City and infrastructure. Dozier, can you pick up from here?
Okay. Good evening from here. Can everyone hear me? Okay. I would also love to share my screen.
Please stop sharing. Reverend.
What do I do? Okay, stop sharing. I'm stop. All right. Make it quick.
All right, I'm coming. It's like someone is sharing. Okay, can you all see?
Share it again. I remove your picture.
Hold on. We need to give the person that wants to share a co-host, please.
Let his picture, because it starts with his picture, then everything else will come in.
Tonkozi co-host Chidozie, please. Because we are trying to avoid miscreant from sharing anything anyhow.
Already co-hosted this. Chidozie.
Okay. Chidozie, you can share it now.
As a co-host.
Okay, good evening from here. Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Very well.
Okay. Can you also see my screen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Under the urban development, we have looked into some critical parts that we need to start up with in Biafra Republic. And when it comes to infrastructure, I think my screen is gone again. Can you still see my screen? Or I should go ahead.
No, your screen is gone. Share it again.
Oh.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Under the urban development, we are going to be looking at some critical aspects of infrastructure, and we've itemized them into 5 sections.
Just go ahead and keep talking.
Okay, the erosion, we're going to be looking at the erosion, we're going to be looking at the construction codes, we're going to be looking at how to get potable water for our people. We're going to be looking at how we are going to, just as the Minister of Urban Development have said, we're going to install sewage system that we've never had in the eastern part of Nigeria. And finally, we are equally going to be looking at the zoning aspects. So when we talk of the erosion part, erosion has really, or will I say, we really experienced a whole lot of erosion in the eastern part of Nigeria because we have huge, will I say, huge amount of rainfall, which leads to a lot of gully erosions at different states in the country, in the eastern part of Nigeria, that over the years has never been taken care of. So we are going to look at the causes of this erosion, which are rainfall, deforestation. That's, you see people cutting down trees, you see people taking out grasses from the ground, you see people burning bushes. We sometimes even construction activities lead to some of these erosions that we see, and farming system that we are not even aware of. You get, so these are some of the factors we are going to look into, and we equally prefer solutions to them. We're going to advise farmers on the best farming system to undertake. We are going to go into serious afforestation, planting trees, making sure that people don't cut down trees, and those places, those areas where we already experience gully erosions, we're going to plant trees there permanently for a certain period of time, so that those places can equally come back to normal. Then we we also look at the construction codes. These construction codes include the building codes, anything that has to do with infrastructure. These codes are like regulations that we are going to put in place, so that we'll be able to regulate how people erect their buildings, the quality of the materials they use in construction, whether it is a building structure, bridges, roads, or whatever kind of buildings. So we are going to create regulations that is going to guide this, so that when someone defaults, the government will have to come in and the law will have to take its place to checkmate some of these things, so that we can avoid building collapse, fire inferno, unnecessary fire inferno, and all sorts of things, or people building on where they are not supposed to build, maybe on waterways and all of that. Then on the aspect of the potable water, we've looked into how we can get water, like in the Biafra, in the eastern part of Nigeria, it's termed as a rainforest region. So this place, we are blessed with abundance of rainfall, abundance of water. So some of this water will be collected and sent into a treatment plant that would purify them, and we are going to store them and equally send it back to homes. So in what we are looking at, there won't be any form of maybe cholera or some of these things that we experience here in Nigeria. So we are really looking to this aspect, and in order to make water readily available, potable water readily available to the people. Then the sewage plants we're going to implement it from the new layouts. Then while we implement this from the new layout, we move them gradually into the already built environment. So this sewage system is also going to have a treatment plant so that from your house, all the waste products, both from the kitchen, from the toilets, is going to be channeled underground, straight down to the treatment plant through these sewer tunnels, straight to the treatment plant where it's going to be treated and discharged into the river or into the sea, or it can equally be treated and stored into a tank and taken back to our homes, a form of recycle. So this sewage treatment plants can equally, the byproducts can also be used for so many things, maybe like fertilizers and all of that. So some of these waste products are not going to be just waste. We are going to bring in a form of system that will need to recycle some of our products and reuse them. Then lastly, we talk about the zoning, which our urban minister has spelled out a little bit. Zoning has to do with showing people what should be used at a particular land location, what you should build here and what you should not build here. And in the zoning, we have the residential layout, we have the commercial layout, and we have the infrastructure. We have the industrial layout. The residential layout has to do with where people live, where people reside. While the commercial areas are where people do business, markets, plazas, even what they call it, warehouse. These are the commercial areas. So we are going to separate these areas, and you can't come into the zone, the residential area, and build something that has to do with the commercial side. So this, all this is equally going to the construction codes or the building code will equally help to regulate these zoning aspects. Then the industrial layout has to do with places like where manufacturing takes place. So these are, when it comes to infrastructure, these are the 5 key things that we are looking at, and we intend to, start up immediately once we are set to move into our new nation. So thank you.
Brgie, very quickly, please.
Good evening, dear friends. Good evening, my Prime Minister and everyone. I remain Naji Samuel from Enugu State of Biafra. Today, we'll be looking at how we can generate power, because we looked at power is very vital and paramount. Immediately, Biafra is restored. And we have sat down as a team.
Naji, do you have a screen to share? Do you have a screen to share?
Oh, no.
Okay.
So as a team, we have sat down to look at the power system that will be more gainful to us. So we've been able to sit down and we highlighted some among others. The first one is the gas power system. We looked at Ireland is blessed with gas. So as fast as possible, we will ensure that the gas power system is installed in Biafra in order to recoup the deficiency that might rise as a result of getting away from Nigeria. Apart from using the gas system, another one we'll be using to recoup it we'll be looking at the incinerator. Is another means that we can use to support this power system. It's means of burning a waste. When you burn this waste, it has some kind of mechanical component in it. It has a turbine. So when you burn it, use it to generate light. while the trash are being taken care of. So we'll also be using it to support our power. Then thirdly, the next one we'll be looking at is looking at the hydro system. Also look at the hydro system. In Biafra land, we'll have water. So hydro system will come in place. We'll also be using hydropower, the solar power, and many others. There is scope. But as a matter of urgent, we'll be focusing on the gas, the incinerator, then the hydro system, while other powers can be adding up to the grid. Then the second thing I want to talk about is agriculture. Agriculture is very paramount because immediately we break out, people will need to eat food. So we'll be able to look at these are the things that we should look at as our priority first. In the first 3-4 months before we start having our own produce, we'll look at how do we get food. And we'll sat down and said, okay, what we were going to do is that we're going to go into mechanized farming. This mechanized farming will go a long way in order to recoup the deficiency of food in Biafra land. So we are going to establish what we call farm settlement. This farm settlement will get a long way where the farmers are going to be steady using our location or coding system to ensure that it's properly managed. And apart from that, we're going to be looking at irrigation system. We are not going to continue on normal routine of rainy season. We're going to go into irrigation to ensure that we have abundant food. Then also, we will be training and retrain our people to ensure that most youths are being encouraged then to come into agriculture. Then we can have enough food for we Biafrans, then definitely export. These are the basic things I want to do. As soon as Biafra comes in, that will be in place. Thank you.
Reverend Ebenezer, you're muted. You're speaking, but you're muted. We can't hear you.
Okay, thank you all so much for listening to our urban development programs. One thing that I want to mention is the fact that the food issue, we cannot buy food from northern Nigeria once Biafra leaves because they can always do anything with the food they provide to us. So we buy from other places while we start planning how to develop ours and support food system in Biafra land. Thank you all so much for the time. I hope we didn't take too much of your time. May God bless Biafra, especially our Prime Minister. Continue to protect him in the mighty name of Jesus.
Thank you so much. Go ahead, Madam Chair, please.
Thank you so much, everybody. I think you've seen the taste of what Biafra is going to be. So what we're going to do now is to present the property we've been working on. Can that be projected, please, Jenny?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Can you project the picture, please? Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
So while Jenny is getting the presentation done, everything you have heard so far from the urban development is what underpins what we're going to say at the moment. All of these properties you see can only be built when the sewage system is sorted, when the erosion has been done, when there's a construction regulation, when the quality of the building is regulated, when there are treatment plants within Biafra land, where cholera and all waterborne diseases are gone, where we need to do so much, everything the team have said will need to be embedded before we start. Now, the objective of the business team is for us to encourage all of you to invest now in Biafra. We want to sell these properties off plan. That means we want to sell them now, today, tomorrow. And we encourage all of you to invest in Biafra. This is the reality. We need the money at the moment to be able to do what we do and begin to prepare. Now, these are highly subsidized properties. So if you invested into a studio, so you can see the building. So the very first one at the top, we hope to build about 100 units in there. It will be a combination of studio. There will be 1-bedroom flats. There will be 2-bedroom flats, and there will be 3-bedroom flats within each building. So at the moment, you can see 2 different buildings. So within each of those, that is what we want. So if you want to invest in a studio, there is a telephone number there. You can actually call us now, and we can take your details and start the process. If you prefer a 1-bedroom, please do that. You can either call us or you can email us. 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom. In addition to that, we have what we call box single houses. And again, there is a picture of that. So if you're interested in the box house, now the difference is like the studio, the 1-bedroom, the 2-bedroom, the 3-bedroom are part of a block of building. So it's like a lease property. But if you wanted a property on your own land, then you need to invest in the 5-bedroom box single home. That is 100,000. So a studio will cost you $25,000. Again, this is highly subsidized. On the day that Biafra will come, all of this property will be worth their weight in diamond. So we encourage all of you to think about this, to invest now. We do need the money now to do what we do in Biafra. And it will also show us that we are all excited and everybody believes in what we're doing. So we encourage everybody to think about this, to invest. The studio is 25,000. The 1-bedroom is 35,000. The 2 bedrooms, $45,000. And then the 3 bedrooms is 55,000. All of those properties are housed within these 2 example properties we've shown you. Now, Reverend has gone through the urban development. Is gone through the map. So that's the master plan. So within that master plan is where these properties are going to be built. But we want to sell them off plan, because by the time we build this, everything that the urban development department has spoken about will be in there. But when you invest in this, we'll give you the certificate, we will maintain it, we will honor it when Biafra is actualized. Now, in addition to the properties, we also want you to immortalize your family name. We want you to have a legacy in what we do. And so we have streets, we have lanes, we have crescents, we have drive, we have avenues, and we have boulevard. Of course, some of these names are very American, but there's nothing wrong with us introducing them into Biafra land. And so if you wanted any of this, please let us know. Again, the process is the same. We will sell it to you. It to be certified. And then when Biafra comes and we lay the whole foundation, we'll give you a property that is same as in any first world country. And then your family name will be immortalized forever, either on the street you purchase, or on the lane you purchase, or on the crescent. Now, at the moment, we are building this within the Brgie GRA. However, we plan to duplicate this within each state of Biafra. So you might decide to invest in a Brgie, or you might decide to invest within the GRA of your own state. But whichever way, we are all Biafrans, and we're here to support the project and make sure that it works. So we have our email address there, which is the business team at Biafra Republic Government.org. And there's also a telephone number that is monitored. So if you prefer to do that, do call us. But we need you to invest now. We are looking for you to buy these properties off plan. So we're not going to wait until Biafra comes to sell this. We need to sell this and use the money to do what we do at the moment. So the business team are here to encourage all of you. We know that times are hard and things are hard. However, this is the heart of Biafra. This is what it's all about. This is, this is part of the Europe we all live in. This is part of the America. So what you see where you live, if you're abroad, is what we're trying to recreate in Biafra. And we need every one of you to support us in whichever way you can. If you can afford the street, please let us know. If you can afford the one-bedroom flat, please let us know. Whatever you want, we are here to support the actualization of Biafra. So I'm going to invite Jenny to now talk about the process, and then we will wait and take questions from you to make sure that what we're saying is understood. The last time we came, people were asking questions relating to building something for the less privileged, building something for the unsung heroes, building something for those that have struggled for Biafra, even those that are at home at the moment, that are working, that are fighting, that are taking the bullets on behalf of Biafra. All of those will be done when Biafra is actualized. What we are doing now is to raise some money to do what we do. And so all the other ideas that people want to speak about will come in time. When the time comes, all of those things will be actualized. But at the moment, we want to sell these properties. We want to beg all of you, invest in your belief, invest in the land of your birth, immortalize your father's name, immortalize what you want to do within this. That shows the heart of what we do. So Jenny, can you take over, please? Thank you so much.
Thank you, Madam Chair. So I will stop sharing. So good afternoon to all of the 140 participants here. So by the way, a brief introduction about myself. My name is Janine Candol. I'm actually from the Philippines, all the way from the Philippines. And I was hired, I was part of the business team, and my task is to draft legal documents. So now I will be sharing to you the process flow of how the purchase works. So I will be sharing my screen. Okay. Here. So can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So this is the purchase process flow chart. So I just create a simple flow chart for everyone to see. And here, the step one is we have prospective buyers who want to purchase an off-plan property in Biafra. So you saw the flyers earlier. There are amounts or figures for each property. So you have to reach out to the business team through email or phone. So here's the email, businessteam@biafrarepublic.gov.ph, and the phone number is also there. And the step two is the business team will prepare the application form. So we have the application form already ready for you to be filled out by those prospective buyers. And by the way, just a note, if you are planning to purchase a property, please include at least two next of kin in the application form. So if something happened unexpected in the future, God forbid, so we can reach out to your next of kin and the purchase transaction will still continue. So that's the step two. And the step three is after you submit the application form, the business team will be reviewing that application. And once it is approved, the business team will contact you guys, the prospective buyer, in negotiating a formal purchase agreement. So we also prepare a formal purchase agreement to you, and then you have to fill that out, including you have also to choose the payment options or the payment terms. So I have here an excerpt from the purchase agreement. So I just copy the payment terms here. So this is the payment terms. So you have to make an initial deposit of 50% of the sales value of the property. So you saw the sales value buyers earlier, so you have to deposit 50%. Or if you have the money upfront, you can actually pay the full amount, the full price upfront rather. And then if you choose the 50%, then the remaining 50% is payable within 1 year from the execution of the transaction. So say you execute today, so 1 year from today, you have to pay for the 50%. So you can pay 25% shall be paid within 1 month to 6 months, and then the next 25% shall be paid within 6 months to 1 year. All right, and then you can also pay, if you opt to pay the 50% remaining in full, then you can also do that. So it's up to you if you will pay the remaining 50% all at once. So that's the payment terms. This, you will see this in the purchase agreement. It's like the whole agreement there. And then the last step is, upon the completion of the payment, the buyer shall be issued a certificate of title under his name or the subject property. So you will be given a certificate of title, and when Biafra comes, then you will have the physical possession of your property. So that's it for me. So we encourage everyone to invest, because no, this is not just investment to yourself, but you are helping Biafra, raise funds for its liberation. So you can contact this phone number here, email. Please contact us if you are interested, and we will cater to your needs. And that's it for me.
Right. Thank you so much, Jenny. Can I just correct the email address? Is businessteam@biafra republicgovernment.org. Is .org, please. That is
.org. Okay.
Yeah, please.
So
yeah, okay. Thank you very much.
.org. So I'm sorry, again, it's businessteam@Biafra republicgov.org. So I'll send this, or I'll copy this in the chat box. I give the floor to
yes,
Madam
sorry,
Chair.
I just realized. Can you put back the summary property, the flyer that I presented, so that in case there are questions, then we can, they can ask questions on that, please.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay, while that is being done, can I just make some additions to what Madam Chair has just said? I want to tell Biafrans that this project, as it was being conceived, prestige and honor was taken into account. It's a place that once you buy it, you will feel that pride to belong to that particular project. Because it is being all the amenities as the urban development team has told you and shown you has been taken into account, and you find out that you are buying something that you can keep and that will be that will be for posterity's sake. So I encourage everyone to buy this property, because it's going to be something that, in fact, it could be named as heroes, to remember that you actually contributed a lot to this liberation struggle. And you are also buying it at below market rate because it's being sold off plan.
Thank you so much. That's one of our business. Can other members of the business team comment? Victor, do you want to say something, please? Victor there? Can I ask Madam Bridget to say something, please, if she's on? Everybody hear me? Am I talking to myself?
Yeah, I can hear you.
We can hear you. We can hear you.
All right, is Victor with us?
I don't know if he's muted or something, but I know I saw him.
Right. What about Bridget?
How many Bridget?
All right. Dr. Ngozi, do you want to say something before we wrap up and open the floor for questions, please?
Thank you so much, Madam Chair. I think everything has been covered. Thank you, Attorney Jenny, for that wonderful presentation, and Benny. Again, this property is up for sale. Actually, we've started selling some of those properties, and we thank all the Biafrans that have declared their interest. I know we've received interest in the studios. We've received interest in the one-bedrooms and in the single homes. I think the 5-bedroom box single homes that goes for $100,000. We've already received a couple of interest in those homes because I think those ones are a little bit limited. And then on the streets, we've had interest on the Boulevard and a couple of streets. So we thank Biafrans that are declaring their interest. These homes are not much, they will go so quickly. And what I will encourage all Biafrans is to contribute. While you are contributing towards our restoration, to help the Biafra government in exile have all the resources they need. You're also getting something for that. So that's all I have to say before we start taking our questions. If there are any questions and concerns, like Attorney Jenny has said, the phone numbers are there to reach out, the emails are there, and others have declared interest. We have your number. Somebody's going to reach out to you within the next 48 to 72 hours. And the contracts are ready. Jenny, I don't know if you talked about the application briefly, or that's something that will just go to the individuals that declare the interest, Madam Chair. Thank you so much, dear friends, for this wonderful opportunity.
We'll welcome any questions, please. And then when our other two members join, they might have one or two things to say. But while we're waiting for them, please, if you have questions, we'll be honored to take them.
Would they be able to talk while we're on live? Sunny?
Yeah.
A couple of hands that are up. Sunny, if you want to.
Okay, let's see the people that have their hands up so that we can bring them up. We have Mazi Victor's hand is up. Mazi Victor, grab the mic, please. Mazi Victor, grab the mic. Okay.
Thank you so much. I was muted by the center. Both my camera and my microphone was muted. That's why I couldn't respond. This is a great opportunity for you guys. And the engineer himself is responsible for this project, has labored to produce this. He's a world-class engineer. And you need to see the CV of his activities abroad. know what I'm talking about. This is not zoo standard we are bringing to you. As our chairman said, that whatever you see, wherever you are in a civilized world, that is what we are bringing to Biafra. The cream on the cake is that you are buying a subsidized property. Subsidized property. Soon as Biafra is announced, believe you me, properties will skyrocket in prices and in value. And above all, you have helped the struggle. You have helped our Prime Minister, who has been laboring day and night, get us to where we are. From the updates we are getting from our activities, it is only a blind person, a dumb person, a deaf person that does not know that Biafra is around the corner. It's a gift from our PM, the support of this cause, and it's one that needs to be grabbed. Thank you very much.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Madam Chair, I'm just trying to monitor the chat and see. We have Brenda Chinoso that have declared interest in the one-bedroom apartment. Brenda, if you can call the phone number that is listed here, somebody is going to attend to you, please. Thank you. Go ahead, Madam Chair.
Right. So is our team member Bridget on? Bridget here? All right. Okay. If she's not able to respond, we're going to open the floor. Please, if anybody has any question, points of clarification, what to do, please, this is an opportunity. We will deal with it both at this meeting and outside this meeting. We will respond to your emails. If you have any email questions, we will also respond to your telephone calls if you prefer to call us. Whichever way, we are here to support you to actualize the sale of these properties. And of course, if you know any billionaire who wants to buy everything at the same time, we will be absolutely honored to sell it all to them. So the floor is open. Please, if you have any questions, we'll be willing to take it.
A couple of hands up. Sonny, can you go ahead, please?
Okay. The next person, Theodore's iPhone, unmute yourself. Theodore's iPhone.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Very well.
Okay. Mine is not actually on the immediate payment for the properties. I want to ask questions on the energy mix that will actually power the whole housing. Is there a priority listing? Is it, how are we going to do it in this April? Is it going to be entirely hydro or gas? Which one is, do you place priority? I'm concerned about the energy system around that.
Reverend, can you go ahead? Just maybe 1 minute, because we want to go ahead.
Or can I answer?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Can I go ahead?
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Okay, thanks for the question. Like I stated earlier, our priority remains the power system. we have sufficient gas in Biafra land to power everywhere, not just everywhere, whole Biafra land. And we'll also be looking at hydro system too, the hydro water system. That will be considered too. And like if you listen attentively, I talked about incinerator. It's another means of generating the power. And also we'll be looking into the solar power generation too. So we will bring in all these sources of powers to ensure that we don't have a break in terms of power system in Biafra land. Is your question answered?
Okay, yeah. Partially. Anyway, I can take it from that. But okay, let's assume the power system is sufficient and it can for any other layouts we have, and be able to stand out Biafra housing system better than the zoo system anywhere, anytime, any day, which is a great achievement as well. I mean,
All right, thank you so much. Sonny, just 2 minutes, so we'll round up. Go ahead, Sonny. For the people that their hands are up, please.
All right, next question. King Achuba. Kings Achuba, unmute yourself, please.
Hello, brothers.
There we go.
Do you hear me?
Very well.
Yes.
Go ahead, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you very much. I greet all Biafrans. I greet through Prime Minister, those that are helping us. Greet everybody. My point is towards is a kind of a suggestion because of I'm thinking about sanitation. While all these are built, how the sanitation around the areas is going to take place. Like, you know, in our home, you see all these, you know, we usually drink cans of water, you know, they throw it on the gutter. All these things are blocking the drainage. The way they throw everything around, making the environment dirty. So that is why I'm saying this now, for to know how we can project that sanitation issue. I can volunteer myself for that, but that sanitation issue, you know, it will open the drainages, you know, all the, I know you people know what I'm talking about. You hearing me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Just Reverend Chidozie, can you address that?
Yes, let me attend to him.
Hold on. Another one is the street name. The street name, I didn't see the price of the street name. The street name. I didn't see the price.
Right. The price is there. So if you look, you're gonna see the prices. They are right there. Look at the flyer we have displayed. The
Okay.
prices of everything is there. Chidozie, please go ahead. 1 minute.
Okay.
Thank you. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Okay. If you followed our initial presentation, that's before this, we talked about how we can keep Biafra neat.
Yes.
We've actually make it a priority that after we've built all these good things, good structures and everything, there is a need to have proper sanitation, in which you that every state, every going to have what we call trash cans. Then we'll also have trucks. What this truck does is that they will be going into our markets, the streets, at most 2-3 times in a week to pick up this trash. Then we also projected what we call, I thought about incinerator initially, if you listen. That incinerator, it has the ability to burn the trashes. So we will pick all this dirty from everywhere in Biafra land. In every state, we're going to have so many plants of incinerators. And what the incinerator does is to burn all the dirt, all the trash collected from the house, from industrial area, everywhere, everything will move to that place. We'll trash them. After burning them, like I said, we'll burn them, use it to generate power, then we'll use some of the remnants for our construction purposes. So we are set for that. I promise you, Baba will be heaven on earth.
Lord in it. Yeah.
Let me add to that. Let me add to that. As we do this, once Biafra comes, the first stage of our identification of a new country is the fact that we will clean up every part of Biafra land. And all the trash that I picked up will go to the incinerator. The incinerator then will burn them, generate energy, then we use the byproducts. Now, we have to have areas or sections of each city, each street, where we'll place some containers where people will come and dump their stuff. There will be a regulation or laws to avoid people from dropping stuff anyhow.
Yes, that's my point.
Dropping stuff. So these are the cleanliness we want for the country, and every city will have to abide by it. The new neighborhoods will be different, but we'll come back to the cities, and these open gutters will convert them to closed water drainage system.
Yes.
And cover all the holes. So you can't be dropping stuff inside a hole, because there will not be one for you to drop anything in. This is what we have to be.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Next person. Sunny.
Okay, we go to Nenna. Nenna, unmute yourself, please. Nenna, unmute yourself.
Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for all your presentations. That was excellent. But I have a few questions for Jenny and Do. Jenny, first and foremost, really don't know who you are. You didn't introduce yourself to us. I know you say you're from Philippines. That's all I heard about you. So I don't know your expertise in terms of what you are going to do for Biafra. Have you done it with any country or any nation before? So that question I would like you to answer. Number two, let me ask them quickly so you can answer them. Number two question is, you said after you make an initial deposit, and then after 1 year, you can pay off the balance. But my question is, within this 1 year, will the house be ready, or you just pay whether the house is ready or not? And the final question is on, if I am ready to buy 1 bedroom today, and I had agreement with you for 1 bedroom, or maybe studio unit, or 1 bedroom or 2 bedroom, if something happened, if I want to upgrade my purchase from 1 bedroom to 5 bedroom, can I do it smoothly, or it will be that no, you can't do it, you finish paying for the 1 bedroom, then you can continue buying the 5 bedrooms? Thank you. Those are the 3 questions I want you to answer. Thank you.
Yes, thank you for that question, ma'am. Okay, so yeah, I'm from the Philippines, and if you're asking if I have expertise, yes, I am a lawyer here in the Philippines. I've been working on some real estate properties. I've been drafting documents here, such as like the deed of sale, deed of transfer. So I think it's just the same, the concept for purchase transfer for each like countries are just the same. So what I learned here, I applied in Biafra, but before that, I actually asked the team if they approve the document and also the Prime Minister himself. So it has been approved. And then yeah, I'm a certified lawyer here, ma'am. And then also your next question is, I think the Madam Chair can answer to that. Like if you want to purchase now for a bedroom, like
Yes,
and then
Jenny,
you
Jenny,
want to change it.
Can I answer that? Thank you so much, Jenny, for answering that. Okay, one of the question was, if you pay now, will the property be built or be available next year? No. As we have said, we're selling this off plan. And once it's sold off plan, we have the money to do what we do. So part of what we do now is raising the money, but giving you is like me approaching you and say, can you give us 20,000? But what we're doing now is to say that your 20,000 represent a studio plus. So if you give me 25,000, you get a studio. Now, everything with the urban development department I've said must happen. We must have a drainage system. We must have a structured property. We must have a way of building house. Everything needs to be certified. We must lay that foundation so that we don't continue in the way we live at the moment within the Biafra land. So everything will need to be embedded before the properties are built. So when they are built, they'll be comparable to a property in the Western world. But we cannot do that in the current state of Biafra. So when you pay, you get your certificate. We're selling this off plan. But by the grace of God, when Biafra comes, you will, once we've done everything we need to do, the properties will be built within a year or so, and your property will be available. Now, if you paid for one bedroom now, and then when Biafra comes, maybe 2 years, 3 years, whenever we're ready, and you now change your mind to buy a different property, then it depends on the value at that day. But if today you want to buy both properties, you are welcome to that. So it all depends on when you decide to upgrade. If you're upgrading when Biafra has come and the 5-bedroom now costs $500,000, maybe that would be the price at that time. I don't know whether Dr. Ngozo wants to add to what I've explained.
Yeah.
Or indeed, Reverend, anybody can add to that.
I think you covered it, it is sold off plan, and that question is if we pay today and
All right, that brings us to the end of this very exposition. I hope you followed us to this point. Please, if you do, don't forget to like our video and share, please. Also be a party to pushing this YouTube channel forward by subscribing and also letting others know about us. Thank you and God bless you all.